The music in the Crash Bandicoot games, no matter the quality of the game itself, is almost always going to be at least somewhat good. The original trilogy is full of iconic pieces. Crash the Wrath of Cortex, despite being a not-so-fruitful attempt at recreating what made Crash Warped such a good game, still has some great music. Crash Insanity's music is probably the most memorable part of the game, being a cappella and all that, and it's the best Crash game in general, so shut up. And hey, even Crash Boom Bang has some pretty decent music, even if the game is crap. The Crash Titans series is a duology of games which were not exactly received very well when they were first released. This was mostly because of the new designs and especially because of the new gameplay style. Or maybe it's the other way around, actually. And also the fact that Crash couldn't spin from the start, and when you did get the ability to spin, you'd get dizzy after about 2 seconds of spinning, but that's besides the point. These games were the most hated Crash games at the time of the release. And that's saying a lot considering Crash Boom Bang was just released a year before Crash of the Titans. But today, I'm not here to discuss the quality of the Titans games or how they changed the Crash characters. I'm here to discuss the most overlooked aspect of these games. It's the music. I mean, why did I start the video with the subject of music in Crash Bandicoot games and then started talking about the Titans games? The music in both Titans games was composed by Mark Barrow, an in-house composer from Radical Entertainment. He did participate in some music creation for Crash Tag Team Racing, but it was mostly Spiremouth's work in that game. Speaking of, Spiremouth could not return for the creation of music for Crash of the Titans and Crash Bandicoot Mutant because they were working on the Legend of Spyro games, actually. What an interesting tidbit, I'd say. But yeah. Returning back to the point, Mark Barrow took inspiration from Spiremouth's previous work on Crash games, like, for example, Crash Insanity and Crash Tag Team Racing, and I'd say it shows because the soundtrack is very catchy and super bouncy, like, well, Crash Insanity. Here, take a listen. The songs are legitimately some of the most memorable out of any Crash game, and I mean it. I remember playing Mind Over Mutant in my Wii like 7 years ago, and still then I would have the first level music just stuck there in my mind. Just waiting until the moment that I replayed the game. And when I did, oh boy, that nostalgia hit me hard. Here, take a listen. And that is why I think this is the most overlooked aspect of both of these games. The music. It's just something that I never see people talking about. And it legitimately makes me kind of sad. I think there was like a review of the game that said that the music was just standard Crash fare. Standard Crash fare. I suppose that is kind of true, actually. The only place you'll really see people praising this music is in videos of like uploads of the OST that I put up on the screen or something. In conclusion, I think the music from both Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant is really good. It's really catchy, it's really memorable, and it deserves a lot more praise that it really doesn't get. Thank you for watching this video. I know this isn't exactly the type of content that is to be expected out of my channel, but it's the type of content that I want to make and I enjoy producing. So yeah, see you on the next one. God, that was cringy.